We always do. Hey, folks, we're back in the TNA studios to re-up.
Hey, folks, we're back in the TNA studios to re-up.
We go to the studio and re-up.
Oh, I see.
On our podcast. On our sods. You got to re-up on your sods, Adam. Because they're dropping every Tuesday.
It's that time of the week. Time to re-up on your sods.
It's time to podcast. It's time to drop a podcast.
Oh, wait, those were horse hooves.
For why?
I don't know. I did the wrong sound effect. My bad.
What are you going for?
I don't remember now.
This is not what we talked about.
This is not the podcast to stay awake for.
Unless... Does anybody listen to sleep stories? Is that a good way of falling asleep? Does that just keep your brain going?
Caroline loves that stuff.
That's
She likes to hear stories, yeah, but me, I just pay attention and then...
Yeah, I'd be like, well, I gotta stay awake to find out how this ends.
You know, she's fastest person I know can fall asleep.
Really?
Uh-huh. And she'll say just a whole bunch of shit to you and then just fall asleep.
Well.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Anxiety
nice.
things.
That's kind of like me.
Lists, chores, all kinds of stuff. And then just...
Really?
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Oh, hey.
To the Ted and Adam Talk for an Hour podcast. The podcast where two brothers get together after a well-cooked meal and sit down behind snowballs to talk for 1 metric hour.
1 metric hour?
Yeah. Caroline, of course, is Adam's beloved.
What, no one knows that?
Yeah. I'm acting like there's some new listeners.
You didn't know that?
Through here. Huh?
Oh, that's true. We did get like 58,000
yeah.
more followers.
We got an influx of new TNAers now.
There were some more followers overnight that they found.
More followers always.
They're under a table.
They're under the table and dreaming about this podcast.
Well,
because of this podcast.
Dave Matthews cares? Is that why you're doing?
Dave Matthews cares. Of course he does. Dave cares. And I was sitting out watching. I used to do better, Dave. Adam has a tiny Coke. Kind of a tiny Coke problem sometimes, but he's getting through it. 2 sips and you're done. Enjoy your tiny Coca-Cola.
This tiny Coke has only got 100 calories.
You didn't tell me we got a new sponsorship with Coca-Cola.
Isn't this great, though?
Always Coca-Cola.
These little baby ones have just enough soda pop in them, you know?
I am so thirsty.
They had this at my Costco. I know it's not Sam's Club, okay? But at my Costco, they have these little mini cans.
Like Andre the Giant with that. In your
You can get 3 12-packs wrapped together, and it's a variety pack. They've got
packaging, of course.
They've got the Sprite. They got the Cherry Coke.
Cherry Cola.
And the Fanta Orange.
Wanta, Fanta? What a duo. What a trio. Excuse me.
Yeah. So wouldn't you just jump on that deal?
Yeah. You know what they have at Sam's? They have A&W root beer, 7-Up, and what's the other orange soda rival to Fanta?
Are you trying to go the Orange Crush or something?
Yeah.
Sunkist.
A
Sunkist.
little crush. Orange Crush. I bet you it's Orange Crush.
Sunkist, though, not Orange Crush.
Sunkist.
Those are different. Remember Sunkist had their own orange soda?
Prove it.
Are you serious?
Act
like you didn't grow up in a household that did have Sunkist.
Because I grew up in a Sam's Club household. We were once Sam's Club people, Adam, before the Northwest decided to barge on in and say, I have warehouse buys and steals and deals.
Before the big split, the big civil war of big box stores divided our family.
Well, I think our father...
Some people won't even come to Christmas anymore because they shop at Sam's Club.
The father... Our father Lord in heaven.
Who art thou?
Oh, wait.
At Sam's Club.
No, I mean he started it by having 2 memberships.
Yes.
So it's just confused us all.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll get out.
We saw both sides.
Both sides. There's good people on both sides of the big box warehouse.
Oh, Lord.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
But who did he drop?
But we're not here about talking about big box stores.
Sure we are.
We could talk about... Okay. We could.
All right, go ahead. I'll start my clock. Ready?
Well...
Hit record.
I don't know what's going on at Costco in regards to the samples. I don't feel like they're happening as often.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop.
I feed
I'm
my
seeing, like-
kids off of those samples.
I'm seeing like a more of a hounding of like, hey, buy this. I got T-Mobile here. Like, hey, I thought I paid for this.
Ted, you don't actually go down that aisle where all the people are
Heavens
selling
no, but I
shit.
kind of would like to check out some office supplies.
There's nothing over there. You either want an air conditioner or a box of Staples. Go around
Well,
back. Shoot down the first
I
aisle.
also don't like running into people.
Go past
in
the
public.
mattresses, okay?
Okay.
Keep going.
I'm with
All
you.
the lamps and shit, and the weird, maybe a toilet. Keep
Is
going.
Costco the same way? Costco's the same way.
Oh, we're not talking about Costco.
See?
Get all the way till you hit beer and liquor, okay?
Now you're off.
Oh, stop.
'Cause, yeah.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop. We just started.
Did I get that from Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
I'm thinking like Matilda said that or something. The mom in Mrs.
Matilda.
Doubtfire.
Sally Field.
The other weekend, I put on Mrs. Doubtfire and the kids were watching it.
It
And
wasn't
then,
their first time, was it?
Of course not.
Okay, good.
So they were loving it, and then I came out and I was like, "Ooh, Chiefs game's about to come on," so I had to like, okay, I'm turning this off.
Oh,
And I usually don't, you know.
You're not that.
I'm not
bad.
that mean, but you know, I was like, it's time. Now it's over, and it was the last scene, you know. And he's in the courtroom, and the judge is like gonna tell him. And I had to tell
You can have him every other weekend.
yes, I had to
Robin Williams.
Yes, with visitation. With what do they call it? With a chaperone, supervised visitation.
Oh, is that the last scene then?
Yes, well, it's almost, and he's like, oh, supervised, oh, you know, that's Rowan, oh, and then
Mrs. Doubtfire will be supervising. Is that how it ended?
no,
He had to dress up.
he was
That's the
Mrs.
big-
Doubtfire, Ted,
What?
yeah, their dad. He dressed up like the.
I fell asleep.
What was I going to say about this? Oh, but I had to tell my kid. I was like, hey, it's okay. She lets him see the kids. It works out. You remember, right? Turning it off. Boo.
You're reminding me of how this movie ended. She went against the court's orders and allowed Daniel to see the kids.
She had to, like.
His name was Daniel in the movie, right?
I can't remember if she jumps in right there in the courtroom or if she just does it.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, the judge doesn't have to know this.
Yeah.
Let's go lock her up. Mrs. Doubtfire 2, we're locking the mom up.
Yeah.
She was the bad one.
She was.
Going out with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, see, that's one of the people they criticized that about her. She brought him into the picture right away.
You know, a lot of people think it's Sally Fields. It's Sally Field. Just one field.
Just one field. Mm-hmm.
Just keep it Field.
But that's what I was thinking of when I was saying, "Oh, stop! Don't! Oh, that little, you know, her
Daniel.
little. Oh, Daniel. Oh, yeah. The children. Oh,
Yeah.
you remember the movie?
She's a great actress.
We're his goddamn kids too. You remember that? That was funny.
Wow.
Took you right back, didn't it?
Whew. Just in that fun house
Broken
they
home.
had in San Francisco. Remember?
That broken home you grew up in.
Home. Home. This house is not a home.
Hang on, I'll try to find that song.
Oh, try to guess who sings it.
I don't even know what you're singing.
This house is not a home. It's a popular song, probably by like the Sevenfold,
Clash or something.
Five Finger Death Punch, or
Is that what they're called?
I don't know, man.
Somehow I always trick you into talking about Mrs. Doubtfire.
You never want to talk about Mrs. Doubtfire. I always
Euphigenia Doubtfire.
It was a drive-by fruiting. Classic. Which game were you turning that on for? The Bronco game?
I don't know. It was like, it was a noon game.
Yeah, noon game. It's a Bronco game. You're probably like, wake up, kids. Be entertained. Okay, it's noon. Get off the TV. And they're like, Dad, there's never a Chiefs game this early on.
I want to see that.
I want to see that. Dad. Well, speaking of the Chiefs, you want to get that out of the way? You want to talk a little Chiefs?
Sure.
Chiefs did something this week and they haven't done in a while.
Yeah.
They lost the ball game.
Oh. It's all right. Calm down.
I'm calm.
I'm calm, too.
It's, you know.
We haven't lost since last Christmas. Calm down.
Last Christmas, I gave you an L. And I was in attendance during that game with Kate. My beloved.
Aren't you the lucky ones?
Yeah, we saw that train wreck in person.
But you've been to games since, right? You're not
Working.
Bad Luck Chuck, right?
Working.
That's it?
Yeah.
You didn't go to a game after that?
No.
In between oh yeah, I guess not.
Because it probably wasn't a home game.
Okay.
after that.
All right.
Anywho, we watched it together. It was they're playing the Buffalo Bills. They're hyping it up to be the game of the year, which would probably, record-wise,
No. I know what they're trying to do. I just don't think it's not that important yet.
Well, for a team like the Chiefs, who are,
I guess it is.
coming off 2 straight Super Bowls.
We're kind of like the
kinda
Patriots, Colts back in the day.
It's hard to get up for a regular season game. I'm sure they were pretty ready for the game, but
Especially if you've rattled off how many in a row?
Yeah, I think Adam and I are under the impression, you don't want to be winning too many games and, get all that. You want to get one out of the way.
Sure, it takes
refocus yourself. You don't want them happening in a row. Obviously, you don't want it.
Don't say that. If for no other reason, it takes that question away from the media. He keeps saying, undefeated, That's what they pay attention to.
That's true. I'm done listening to media.
Players don't give a shit. Plus, it's 17 games. What is there?
Yeah.
All you got to do is win half your games, and you're in the discussion.
Adam's back with his trademark saying, just win half.
Just win half.
No, we don't want that to happen.
But remember back in the day when you were watching...
Do you remember?
I don't know. Elvis Gerbach or...
Hell yeah.
Whatever.
Damon Heward.
Yeah, Heward. Oh, Lord. What about Matt Castle?
Matt Castle made the playoffs once.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I'm
home
going
game.
with. And imagine being...
a dragon?
You're just watching that game. You're right in the middle of it. You're, on pins and needles because the Chiefs, you love them. You've never not loved them. And
never not.
And here comes Matt Castle, and he hikes the ball. Or I don't know. That's a bad example. Here's Matt Castle, and it's 3rd and 14. Never in your life would he convert this play.
Unless it was
you're in the bathroom already. We had to punt.
Unless it was...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, sure.
And now, 3rd and 14's like, well, how's he going to pull this shit off? Because he's going to do it. He really...
Him being Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Anyway, Chiefs lose 30-21.
Oh, yeah. Why was I talking about all this other shit? We're talking about the game.
You're talking about the media, and I'm here to tell you, Adam, I'm done listening to any media. The legacy media doesn't know what they're talking about, so I have become my own personal source of information.
Source of the truth.
The TED truth.
This is the best podcast to get your source of truth from.
I think, Adam, thank you. I meant to bring this up last week, but I think we should become, this is our chance, dude. We can really shovel it out there.
Yeah.
Some great info
So
that people could really pick up.
Uh-huh. So we should just start making shit up?
Not necessarily.
What should we say? How should we...
Well, we got to keep it positive.
I think it's got to be just chaos.
No. We've had enough of that, Adam.
Oh, we're going to do it the other way?
We got to keep it happy and positive and fun.
You think that's what people need?
Like, hey, if you brush your teeth before 4:30 a.m.,
Yeah.
you'll be happier.
Is that true?
Why don't you try it tomorrow morning and find out?
I think I might.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I was laying in bed the other night, and I was thinking, I don't want to get up and brush my teeth.
Okay. You'd forgot to brush your teeth?
I was so tired. I was like, I don't want to get up and brush my teeth, because if you get up and brush your teeth, you got to get out of your slumber. You're ready to zonk out right there. But you got in your mind, I got to get up and brush my chompers.
Uh-huh.
So what if there's like a teeth washer?
What?
Maybe a service even that would brush your teeth.
Oh.
You ever been like getting ready for bed and you're like, I gotta go brush my teeth, like they brush mine for me,
Oh, sure.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh. You trying to talk your beloved into washing your teeth?
I'm talking about someone that comes in right before
Hey,
you go to
babe.
bed. No. Or maybe even like a Roomba.
Open wide.
Maybe something that you can put in your mouth
A Roomba?
bedside. So you don't have. The only problem would be the saliva and the spit part.
The spittle. You should keep one of those water picks right next to your bed, bro.
Oh my gosh. You ever use Waterpik?
Yes. The
You
one
like?
at the dentist.
It's a mess.
It hurts. It hurts. Yeah, what are you supposed to do? You just spit all over your mirror?
You're supposed to hover over your sink in horrible posture.
Oh.
I think the Waterpik people and the massage gun folks
Yeah.
are in cahoots.
What?
It's all the same motors. They're all doing the same thing. But anyway, if you want to get informed and know all the latest and how to be cool or what brothers talk about for at least an hour each week, join the
And?
TNA Army,
And or
TNA
sleep.
Nation.
Yeah.
Take a nap and listen to the brothers of Ted and Adam.
The source of truth.
The source of truth. That sounds kind of...
Scary.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on up there?
I'm sure no one could pick that up.
Absolutely. It happened last week and everybody heard it.
Everybody was replying in, oh my gosh, what was all that commotion there
Is
in
there an
the studio?
earthquake? Are you
Well,
guys
let's just
in
say there's a lot of
California?
construction going on upstairs. Adam is still in the midst of the backsplash is being worked on. Adam was elbow deep in grout, from what I hear earlier, prior to the recording of this podcast. Adam, you want to give us an update on your DIY tiling project in the kitchen?
Absolutely. It's more like DIY did I do this?
That's good. That's really good.
I knew you'd like that.
But did you mention that you are wearing pure gray?
Oh.
Is your grout gray? How's your grout hang?
No.
Does your grout hang low?
This is
What
getting
color is
gross.
your grout? Black.
Black grout.
Black grout.
Black on black.
This guy's like the Johnny Cash of kitchen redesign.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. How do you like your eggs?
Oh,
Don't you get any eggs on my backsplash? I'll shoot you down.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I know I said it would take me a weekend, and turns out it's a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of measuring. Did you have to cut it?
Oh my God, so many cuts.
What do you use?
I have a tile saw.
You do? You get it wet?
It's a wet saw.
Wow, man, you wear goggles? We gotta wear goggles.
I wear the goggles when I'm using the grinder.
My gosh, we're turning into this is where the truth is coming from. Your DIY projects. I was going to be talking with you, walking you through step by step and how to tile.
I'm hashtagging grinder. No?
Grinder? Tile grinder.
So, where was I? I got a tile saw, but it's like this. It's like, it's like a little dinky.
Travel size.
You can get a nice one for more money, but who wants that? So instead I'm doing like large format tile is what you would call this, because it's skinny, but it's 2 feet by 6.
Wow.
So I'm like humming I'm ripping a tile, like a whole thing, right? And by the time you get to the end, you're like, it's like,
Why?
You're like, fuck. Well,
Why is
because it's like, it's just a shitty little box, basically,
and you
with a
can't
wet blade.
Keep it straight?
Well, the blade's like this, I don't know. Something's fucked up. Or if you just move your hand up slightly, it turns right.
Son of a bitch.
So then you got to get another tile, and you got to do it again. And it's really fun, like when that's...
You can't take those back to the flooring
No, you
blades.
cut them. It's over. When you have a piece that's like, underneath your cabinet, and you're, 7 turns and all this shit, and then you got one left, you're like, yeah, I'm doing it perfect. And I just got to get this ripped off of here. Oh, you're almost done, and it cracks all the way.
This is pressure, man.
It's like being a puzzle guy, but for real?
You do love puzzles. You love Tetris probably even more. And that's why you got the big long slot, because it's like when you get, when you're stacking it up, you're waiting for that big 4 longer, bam, boom, right in there, and it goes away.
Big 4 longer, yeah.
Yeah, like the big, you
4
know what
lines.
I'm talking about.
I
All
know,
my
I know
Tetris heads
exactly.
out there know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're
Getting
talking about.
after it.
How do you spell Tetris?
Just like you did.
Do,
I
do,
hope.
do, do, boom, 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 boom,
That's a
boom,
jam?
boom,
Is that a Russian
boom,
thing?
boom, boom,
Oh, shoot. That's how Russia got all of our information. From the Game Boy.
Off the Game Boys. Damn it.
It's been right there in front of our fat faces.
Freaking eyes!
TNA, uncover a conspiracy.
You were going to tell me about...
I want to talk to you about... We did write some notes down for this show. We're trying something new. Really thinking about writing notes prior to our conversations.
What are you talking about?
I'm just having some fun.
You were talking about something at school
What
that
I'm
was
talking
very
about.
funny,
Talk about
but I can't remember.
how all the kids are creating their own podcast and
Yeah.
trying to take over our market.
Yes. And then also...
These guys think it's so easy
Yeah.
to listen to podcasts. What in the hell is happening over there?
Oh, this is the breakdown. My bad.
Break it down. Wasn't I think Tetris was one of the only games you could choose what music you listen to while you're playing. And then when you were like really getting close to the top, did it speed up? The music?
Did it?
Yes,
It did.
I would only hope so. How would you know?
Man, that would... do we have anything that still has Tetris on it? They have it on the Switch, but it's like... You gotta battle people. I don't like
They
that.
make everything a competition now.
I don't want to... I always want to play Tetris. I don't want to be shot at by someone who's like stacking stuff up on you. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, that's not cool.
It's like, hey, man.
Hey, man, nice shot. Nice shot, man.
I just
Anyway.
read an article about that song.
What about it? Filtered?
Yeah.
What was it about? That band Filter always sounded angry about something.
Hey, man.
Mama giving my medicine to make me feel like a tall boy tree. Yeah, tall tree.
That was a good song.
What does it mean? Did you write an article about that song? That was Filter too, right?
I think so.
Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da.
You had the album.
I did a little bell. I know.
What was that song called?
You have your reasons.
Mama, give me my medicine.
It was a pretty sweet jam, man.
What was it called?
If you wanna take my picture, 'cause I won't remember.
Trip like I do. Remember that one?
Can't you drink, can't you see, can't you breathe like me? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
This is the podcast where we sing old songs that we used to know.
That's not it.
I think I saw Filtered live too, so that was pretty cool. That's like a core memory of mine.
You did?
I love rock and roll. I love alternative rock.
What is this
I really
song?
don't have a filter, so I like rely on the band Filter to really provide that for me.
That's why you sought them out?
I sought them out. I was like, guys, be my filter. Take my picture. Give me my medicine. Make me feel like a tall boy.
It's Tree, man.
Tree.
Make me feel.
Mama, give me my medicine to make me feel like a tall tree. Why?
It's not coming up.
A diddle-a-doo-doo, type this in, Adam.
It's called Welcome to the Fold.
A
man.
diddle-a-doo-doo, a diddle-a-doo-doo, a diddle-a-doo-doo, a diddle-a-doo.
If I had that app, we'd be in business.
I think they make you pay for it now.
Sound Dog, or
You
whatever.
have to pay money. Sound
do?
Dog. I thought it was like,
Sound Dog.
hey, dog.
And you can
wanna
just
know
sing
what,
into it.
you know what song this is? A diddle-a-doo-boo, a diddle-a-boo-boo, a diddle.
Yeah, try it.
Freaking nail it.
Do you have it?
No, and I don't want to start any free trial.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, thank you. I'm in denial about free trials. Listen. What are we getting to? Adam. I told you I nailed it.
It's just like you said.
Man, Filter. Where have they gone?
They're still around.
Did your, you had a musical that you went to recently. Was it a Filter musical?
No.
Oh.
But yes. My youngest had a musical for all the fourth graders.
All the fourth graders and all the land.
And it was a patriotic theme. And
Because it recently was Veterans Day,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can say that on the podcast.
I'm
We can
sure
thank-
that's
We can
fine.
thank our veterans for their service. We
Sa-
can thank
salute.
all the TNA,
Servicemen and women.
yes. Thank you.
Thanks. We're late, but thanks.
Well, it's a whole month.
You get the whole month.
A whole month of celebration.
But they did songs and like
She's a grand old flag. She's a high-flying flag.
Stars and Stripes.
Forever?
They didn't do that one, but they did
That's a
do provide for the common defense.
Who is that?
Do. Remember that one? Something
No.
something to form a better
Is it like a
Schoolhouse Rock. I think it was
Oh, cool.
because he sang like that. Remember?
I heard that it was very intense because they really wanted to perform pretty well.
Create a more perfect. It's like the words of the fucking Constitution. I just realized.
Anymore, the words of these are the words of the Constitution. We the people.
No, I'm gonna find it.
We
The
the
preamble,
people.
School of Rock. Here we go.
We the
But-
people.
That just like took me back to.
This is a episode where we go to jail.
There's nothing wrong with what we're doing here.
This is all public domain, right? Filter, public domain. Schoolhouse Rock,
Quit making such a
Educational.
big.
quit drawing attention to it. Right, sorry. This is what your kid was singing? So
We
they're,
used to. They made us listen to this like
they're singing and learning at the same
40
time?
times. You didn't do this in school? They made us memorize this. Yes.
We did 50 nifty
That's one of theirs?
United States. They did that?
That's on one of theirs, yeah.
That's Schoolhouse Rock?
And then I'm Just a Bill. Come on.
I know that one for sure.
Why do you know that one?
School. From school. I don't remember this one in particular.
Wait till they sing it. They haven't even started singing yet.
I'm not.
Give it a chance. Hang
Peace
on.
and love. Does not ring a bell.
Provide for the common defense. You don't remember this?
Well, Adam, the way it looks right now, I don't think I need, need to even learn it.
Dude,
Well,
that was the cut. I can't believe you don't remember that.
no, man.
I started singing it at the musical. Everybody was staring at me. I was like,
You got up. You got in everybody's camera view. They're like,
I was
"Sit
in the very
down.
back, and I stood up, and everybody was like,
I'm a veteran.
how's he know the words?
Wow. He went to a schoolhouse.
He likes government.
He went to the schoolhouse and rocked.
Anyway, it was great, and the kids
Not a
did
dry
well.
eye in the house, huh?
Real quick, boom, 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 get out.
Well,
Let's
I
go.
heard, there was a lot of, serious tone to it, though. That's kind of an upbeat song.
They were like screaming, you mean?
Caroline was telling me it was very, these kids were so into the singing that they weren't
No one was
projecting any.
smiling.
Yeah, they weren't projecting any emotion of positivity and
It's a
happiness.
Tuesday night, and they're
It's a
tired.
school night, and they've been working so hard.
They had already done one performance that day for the entire school.
Wow, they really let it all hang out on that one. They used all their mojo.
Well, they wanted to, show up the fifth graders.
Oh yeah.
So they gave it their all.
When they do musicals like that, it's just like one grade at a time. They don't do the whole. You're not there competing with every other grade that night, right?
That is correct.
Good. That's something we learned from COVID times, right?
What?
Only one grade at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not load the whole school up.
This place was packed.
Pretty
There
big.
was no seats. There were no seats left.
Oh man, get on your StubHub. Get on your third party.
There was no seats, man. And then,
Hold tight. Hashtag. And then
it was a big week, man, because
performance Tuesday night.
the same kid had to go to the dentist because they broke their damn tooth
Before the
on
performance.
Thursday.
Holy bucket.
And then
then
I had to go in there with her because they were, they get out a big syringe like this to stab your gums with,
I have.
And the kids start crying. I said, "Oh, don't cry and shit." Now is it just because I'm in here? And now I don't usually go. I'm usually getting my teeth done at the same. So anyway, the hygienist and the dentist are over there, and
Hi.
they're like, they're trying to.
Cover
Oh,
that.
you got this, girl.
Hey, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Take that shot.
Yeah.
Take it like a champ.
Yeah, stuff
Ew.
like that. And she's crying. I was just like, just do it. So then,
It's really this big.
well, it's scary.
It's a good reason to check out the podcast on the YouTube. We're showing you how big this shot is.
It was big. And she knew it was big because she was like trying to warn her, like, okay, now I just got to do this part. And then,
Ugh.
and they were trying to be real nice and stuff.
Ugh.
But it was like, okay, too much explaining, guys. You just got to go
What's
for
that
it.
over there?
Yeah. But and then once it happened, she's fine, right? But anyway, I was
She's
like,
knocked out and drugged. Got it.
right. So then when they get her, Mr. Thirsty.
Oh God! Oh, my teeth are hurting just listening to this. Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
everything happens or she's done. And then I say, hey, you did great in there. I feel bad because, that was
great,
that was pretty bad. But I'll get you a treat or something.
I'll get you a Hardee's milkshake.
I thought about it as a milkshake, but it was 8 a.m. in the morning. So I said, maybe
When's
not
that ever stop?
right now, but later we can do that. Then she comes out. I pick her up from school. She comes out. She's like, will you take me to the skating party tonight?
Oh, instead of a milkshake?
Yeah. So then my first reaction is, hell no. I ain't going to no skating party.
Especially if she's going to be flopping around with a new tooth.
You know what time skating parties happen?
Is it too late?
My dinner time.
Oh, man. Rumble. Adam's stomach's was already rumbling, I bet.
You know it. So anyway, then I got to go to the skating rink
Have
and
hot
listen
dog?
to all of Jelly Roll's songs.
Oh, was it Jelly Roll night?
Every night at the skating rink is Jelly Roll night.
One, here comes the two. Oh, they probably not playing that at a fourth grade party.
That's not the. Everybody get tipsy?
What's Jelly Roll sing?
I don't know, but
He was just in town.
I didn't know he had more than one song.
We should have hooked up with Jelly Roll. Had him on the show. Had him on the pod. TNA and Jelly J. Jelly Roll, that is. Hey, Adam, it's coming to, speaking of jelly, it's almost the happiest time of the year in Thanksgiving.
Jelly.
I was trying to think of new ways to promote and have and produce the show and even format this show. And I was spitballing with Adam, and maybe we do a kitchen app, really show off that backsplash to boot, but really jazz it up and maybe talk about our favorite side dishes. Getting ready for the big Thanksgiving.
Don't we do this every year with our side dish?
Our
discussion?
Side dish conversation. I want to talk about a video I saw online and I want to talk about it because I want to see if you've done anything like this.
Okay.
It is. Have you seen these videos, by the way, that just start off and they're just showing the bowl and they're just, luckily it's not like the person in there, but they're just like making it look so easy to like, here you get this. You put a whisk inside a sherbet thing and you're putting, this is a cake I saw.
Okay.
You're taking like...
So you're watching a video of someone making a cake.
Well, anything. But they're just like showing like all the ingredients going in there and they're just like...
They're making it look real easy?
And it's cuts and just really quick and it just makes it look real easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that looks great.
Like, oh, I want to make that, yeah.
This guy's making new thing. I'll go back to the sherbet if you want. It's great. It's
okay.
Good. Like sherbet.
Huh?
Jello pudding
packaged
mix.
Jello, yeah.
Yeah. Whipped cream.
Okay.
Like Cool Whip.
And a cake.
And then
cake
and then
batter.
like red
Is it
food
Jello
coloring.
Cheesecake?
It was kind of like, and then you mix that up. It had the sherbet going with it.
Okay.
And then it goes into a
One of those pie
graham
crust.
cracker crust.
Oh, yeah, okay. And then
Yeah,
you
I think
just
you
chill
put
it?
some milk. You put some milk on there too when you're mixing it in.
Oh, yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, I'll go for
And
that.
this guy was doing
I
this
can get
thing.
down with that.
This guy was doing this thing where he was putting in corn, like kind of like that, with the pepper, like the what do you call that? Corn?
Like spicy corn or something?
Kind of like the spicy corn.
Fire roasted corn or
and
something?
Then he put some like cream corn in it, right?
Okay, I think I saw this.
Okay, I know, because we have the algorithms.
Uh-huh.
He was outside.
I'll go.
He was making a mess as he's throwing this shit into this big bucket of stuff.
Outside.
I guess. But he's like cream corn, and then just like I can't. Anyway.
He's making cornbread.
But it was like soggy, like putting cheese in it. He put the Jif. That's what that brand's called.
Because he hadn't baked it yet.
That old school. No, the finished product looked like lasagna. Like it had like the base of like.
That's gross.
Kinda. Like I liked what he was going with it, and then like it came out like he was all trying to be all badass as he's showing it off. I was like, that looks sick. That looks like it was not cooked enough.
Yeah. I
want my cornbread to be like
cornbread bread.
Dry.
Yeah. Crumbly.
And if I'll add the stuff.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Not cooked. It's not even cooked.
That he baked it all up, and then it
like
you could taste the spice and the.
Yeah, it was nothing like that. He put cheese in it. It looked great. All the ingredients. Let's do it.
Then he couldn't bake it. He forgot the baking.
He baked it, but it wasn't.
He had to bake them over an open fire.
He messed up.
In the
and if he's watching right now, I'm sorry. You messed up.
It's okay. It's the hard truth.
But he thought he did great. And you know what? He's not serving it to me, so...
Maybe he was just trolling you.
Yeah, maybe those trolls get in my algorithm.
The future is here, man.
The future is here. AI, man.
Yeah.
I got an AI enemy.
You do?
Yeah, this guy making this meal.
What now?
Outside. Maybe he's just a figment of artificial intelligence.
Oh. Dude, I just watched this space movie today.
What was it called?
It's called Moon. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
It's got Sam Rockwell in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is it?
It's not real old.
I think it was kind of a hit. Not a hit, but like a critically acclaimed film.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Okay.
Did you see it?
I think I've heard.
2009.
Okay, I've heard about it. What's it about?
Well, he's
What's
like
it about?
he's like alone on the moon, and it's
If
like
you believe that song.
they're like
playing?
mining on the moon.
They put a man on the moon.
Sam Rockwell on the
Sam
moon,
Rockwell's on the moon. They're mining the moon.
and he's on a spaceship.
Mining the moon for what?
I don't know.
Cheese.
Doesn't matter. Fuel, big bucks. I don't know.
Big bucks. No
And
whammies.
He's there, and he's working with a bunch of robots, and one of them's voiced by Kevin Spacey.
I'm out. Oh, is this? This is probably prior to the.
The reason I brought this up,
He's like compliance.
yeah,
I'm Kevin Spacey.
yeah,
I'm in her because he was in.
yeah.
Was he in artificial intelligence?
Who? Yeah, he was a robot.
Kevin Spacey was.
Yes, he's the voice of a robot.
So he's been voicing robots in multiple movies.
I'm sure he's got that voice. So anyway,
I do not like
the
that.
reason I brought this up is because you got the robot, you're in the future, and then also, what was the other thing you mentioned?
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, come to find out, this is here, spoiler, cover your ears if you haven't seen Moon
The
yet.
2009 movie Moon with Sam Rockwell.
He comes to find out that he is just one of many clones.
Sam Rockwell's a clone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because he's like, you don't know if he's losing his mind or what, but he's like talking to himself. And
So
then
how's he get like conscious? Like, is that what happens to all clones? They have. Just
he figures it out because he goes and finds a whole room full of hymns. And then
Whoa!
the other guy-
That sounds like a
the
trick.
other guy, the other clone is like, what, you think you're the original Sam? You know, so basically it's like multiplicity on the moon.
Are they dumber and dumber and dumber?
A copy of a copy. I want Pizza Steve.
Classic.
Yeah, it was funny.
Michael Keaton's best work.
That's what a producer barged into a Hollywood office and said, here's the film, Multiplicity,
On the moon.
but on the moon, man.
On the moon, man.
And they're like, show me the poster and it's done. This was a good movie, though, I think.
How long
But
was
then he
it?
figured out he's a clone, and then he figured out that
Jumps off the moon.
they were lying to him. Obviously, Kevin Spacey's a robot, and they're telling him that he can't go anywhere, he can't communicate or whatever. The transmission's down, you can't talk to Earth, whatever. So then he drives out a little ways, and he figures this out. There's a room of clones, and there's a signal, so he calls his house or whatever, and his daughter answers the phone, and she's like a baby when he left, and now she's old 15 or something.
Whoa.
And so he's like talking to her like for the first time and having all this emotion, and then you can hear in the background, hey, who is that? And it's him. It's the original guy at home. So you're just you're a clone right now. Just think about it, man.
Whoa.
You're a clone, dude.
If I'm a clone, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Guys, I hope you weren't driving when you're listening to that right there, and you found out you're a clone as
I hope
well.
you've got some messed up dreams.
That was just a dream. That's horrible, Adam. What a crazy movie.
But like I said, great movie.
So did they ever tell like why he was the guy who got cloned?
Well, probably so they could just keep mining on the moon with clones.
Like he was the best astronaut?
I don't know. I mean, they just found one guy who signed his life away. I don't know.
Not necessarily. He's at home with that kid.
Yeah, you're right. So it's just
Thank you.
all those clone me's up there on the moon.
Well, I think he must be the top dog.
You watch Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
You mean like a physical building of a business?
Not-
A Rick and Morty?
Not Brick and Morty. Rick and Morty.
Oh, go
The
ahead.
show.
Not not
You
weekly.
should. You should.
I should.
Yeah, it's fun, hilarious. You ever seen the one where he's like
Is it on-
looking through
is
a
it on
telescope?
Max?
What?
Is it on Max?
Maybe. They have Cartoon Network on there? I think so.
I don't know. I'll look it up. Okay.
There's one where he's like looking through a telescope and he sees the moon, and then it's like, oh look, there's a little guy up there, and he like comes out and he looks at him. He's like, I think he sees me. I can't remember
This is Rick or Morty
exactly
talking.
how this goes, but you can imagine.
Him.
It's pretty funny.
But it's him.
No, it's
It's
just
a clone of him.
no.
All right.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Yes, and
Yes, and. Yes, and. Gotta keep it going. Yes, and.
see, look, all I put was Guy,
Guy.
and it came up.
The brick and mortar. The brick and mortar. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The mysterious man who appears to live on the moon. I'm going to watch this later.
Okay.
Ted, I'll tell you all about it next week.
Maybe I'll watch it. We'll have a watch along
Okay.
for just us two.
Okay.
Number 8.
We'll
Mr.
tell everybody
Lewis.
about it.
While looking through a telescope, Morty sees a
What else,
sinister mustachioed man.
And what else is on your mind, man?
However,
Do you have any other
Morty is introduced
tips for? You're going away for Thanksgiving. Are you preparing for your trip now?
Not at all. This is
Last minute,
Caroline's.
Going.
She spearheaded the trip. I'm pretty bad at planning altogether. In fact, if you
on.
tell me stuff beforehand, I'll probably ask it all again about 10 minutes before we leave.
Really, Adam?
No, I'm like prepared. I drive the car, I air up
You
the
gotta be
tires.
prepared to drive the car, of course.
I check the gauges.
You just say
I
when
gas
to,
up the
you just tell me
truckster.
when to go.
Tell
me when to go.
I get real intense, like, the night before the trip.
Right. When it
Otherwise,
needs
I'm nervous about enough. I don't need to worry about it.
about the holiday road.
Why, do you have any
Oh.
travel tips for me?
Make sure you walk the dog many times.
Oh man, I forgot.
Adam's gonna travel with the dog.
He's gonna be so bad.
You gotta get a muzzle.
Muzzle him? For real?
Muzzle him. It's time.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Is he that bad?
It's time to give him the old
Tough love?
Tough love.
Rough love.
He's gonna hurt somebody, man. Put some little doggy gloves on him.
He's not that bad. You're gonna make him sound like a
He's got
killer.
really sharp nails right now.
That's not true.
That is so true.
I
you just
trimmed
trim
them.
them. Yeah, but sometimes when you trim them, you know it. They're sharper.
No, I don't.
I don't know. I think
I
some
take
cute
care of those.
little.
I
Maybe
use petty paws.
maybe you put a little put a little turkey things on him for the holiday, so he doesn't like rip up
Sure,
Caroline's parents.
Sure, maybe I'll just tie him up with some twine and cook him over a spit.
now that would be cute.
What now?
That would be so cute.
That'd make a good Christmas card.
Do you have to take the turnpike at any time during this drive?
No, we're in Illinois. There's a turnpike.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about dog walks on the way there, dude.
No, he can jump out wherever.
You might,
If you live on the way, you may be peeing in your yard.
Rocco coming to your yard soon.
The Rocco Tour.
Rocco tour.
Droppings.
That works on so many different levels. He's a rockin' tour, like
Oh.
steady as she goes, steady as she goes. Anywho, what else were we gonna discuss?
Oh, I know. It's November, man.
November, we did it.
How's your No Nut November going?
I've already broken my rule many times.
Oh.
Pistachios, cashews, walnuts. I've had them all.
I am full.
I've got protein out the Lloyds.
That is sick, man. I wrote down NNN as the acronym.
No, not November. Oh, I see that. Adam, I'm off of all social media. Again, I am my own source of my media, my source. I'm
Truth.
developing my own social media here soon.
So what you're saying is you just ignored all news?
Ignored all news. Ignored all No, not November. That's
not news. That was a goof.
Four,
okay, you think I
four
got that off
I'm,
of the TV news? No, not November.
Shoot.
David Muir came on tonight and said,
He did not.
breaking here in the 19th day of November.
No nuts have been busted this November. That's awful.
David Muir.
Don't bring David Muir into this.
I will too. I will if I have
He did not
to.
bring it up. Did he bring that up on the nightly news?
Of course he did.
They cannot be doing that. Is it for a good cause? For prostate care?
It's at the last part where they do like the heartwarming story. He's like,
That's heartwarming, all right. Hardwarming.
why would you even
Hard-on warming.
participate in something like this?
You brought David Muir into this talk. David Muir.
I meant Triple N.
You started the Triple N talk.
I'm not saying why are we talking about it. I'm saying why would you even participate?
No, not November.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
No.
Yeah. What would be a word that starts with N that's like a whole bunch? Numerous. Nut. November.
Numerous nuts.
For prostate health.
For prostate health. For mental health.
Mm-hmm. I got some other stuff. You want to move on?
We got to move quickly. We got the final 9. We call it the brother 9.
Oh.
The back 9.
Okay, here we go. Real quick.
Here's
Here's a question for
little
you.
segment we call real quick.
Real quick. You get your phone, like, okay, you take pictures on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then someday you're just sitting around and your phone starts saying, like, hey, Ted, remember this memory from 2 years ago?
I love that.
And it's like throwing together your pictures into a slideshow.
Because you put your location on your pictures. They're like, hey, remember your trip to the mall?
What now? No, see, here.
I'm an Apple boy, remember?
Okay, so
It might be a whole different experience that we have.
it put music to yours.
That's what makes us great as brothers.
With the
You're
both.
a Costco guy. I'm a Sam's Club guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm an Apple boy. You're an Android guy.
So
Man.
whenever you get a slideshow that's been made for you by artificial intelligence, are you ever like, oh, wow, this is awesome.
I share it right away.
I'm going to send this
with
to my
Kate.
Aunt Sally.
I send it to Kate, and it's a hoot.
You do?
Yeah, because it's usually
Like
us like
goofy pictures?
taking pictures of. What do you got? You've got kids, so it might be a whole different ballgame.
Well, it's like it usually takes stuff
Just
that I would rather not remember. It takes like pictures. It's like, remember all those
you at the flooring store taking grout pictures?
that, or it's like, here's all those divorce papers you had to scan into your phone.
No,
And it's like
that's awful.
a great memory from whatever years ago. You're like, well, get this shit off of me. I can't figure out how to turn it off.
Legaldocuments.com.
Yeah.
And finished up. Oh, that's horrible.
Grandpa's funeral.
Ay.
So you're saying Apple doesn't do that?
Yeah, it does it all the time. But like it, and there's like a feature on my phone that I've kind of like notified to kind of remind me to journal.
Yeah.
And it's like, it will find
Why
your
don't you
location.
write something down when you're journaling, dude?
Location, like I'll go on school trips
What
and it'll be
to
like,
say on the podcast?
I brought up you should start a live document.
All right.
But I'll get these things that say, would you like to reflect on your trip to the animal shelter?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's creepy. So it knows where you've been.
It knows where I'm sleeping. It knows when I'm awake.
It knows
What?
when you've been bad or good.
Hey, let's get to Thanksgiving for goodness sake.
So be good for bow 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 da ding 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 da dong ding dong.
Belding. Remember when Richard Belding?
Blue
Remember Richard
moon.
Belding of Saved by the Bell?
Was
Yeah,
it-
the radio at radio.
Are you talking about the Big Bopper?
The big bell bopper. Because
Yeah.
he was a big bell bopper.
The Bell Bopper?
Ba ba da ba da bang da bang bang.
You're supposed to love me. You sing that part.
Bell to bell bell. I'm Richard Bell.
Hey.
Anyway.
Okay, I got another one for you. Say you're with a group.
One for you.
You're with a group of people. Okay.
Hey, a group of people. Do we like each other? Do we know each other?
Let's say you're friends or family.
Friends or family?
And we're talking like 4 people plus. I'm just guessing here. Okay. Guy comes to the
more
table.
The group.
It'd be a funnier example.
So we're having dinner.
You're having dinner. You're having dinner. You're waiting on your food. Okay. Here
We've
comes the food.
ordered.
Yep.
Okay, here comes the food.
Here comes food.
Here comes the food.
A couple of servers come over because there's a lot of people. It's a big group.
Whoa,
Okay.
they need help.
There's 2 servers, and they've both got plates in their hands. Okay.
Sure.
And they're hot. They're hot.
Oh
and,
no, they
and
did
the
it.
First lady comes to the table.
Whoa.
And she's like, it's not your waitress because that's how they do it. I don't know why they send someone else out with your food. And she's like, okay, who got the sizzling fajitas? And she's like, her hands are burning. And then, so like the guy I'm thinking of, he never knows what he ordered. Okay, so they're like,
no.
Who's got the sizzling fajitas? And they look around and everybody looks at each
Oh,
other.
no.
And the guy who ordered it is right? And she's burning her shit. And everybody's like,
people?
it's Ted. Ted, you order it here.
No.
And they hand it to you, you know? I was just
He
thinking.
was not even paying attention, or
I was thinking that the other night. Like, just don't be that guy. Just be ready, like, oh, me, here.
yes, I think every server would appreciate when.
Or just put it down, you know? Put it
if
anywhere.
you're ordering fajitas, hot sizzling fajitas,
You better be ready.
you better be ready. That's why they're popping out of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You better have a place ready.
That plate is extra warm. Please be careful.
So, was there any potholders involved?
Well, you know. It's still hot. It goes through the potholder, man. Those sizzling ones.
They are sizzling.
Oh, for real, though. Don't be that guy, all right?
Don't be don't be the guy getting hot fajitas. Period. Kind of puts you on blast anyway. He's looking for that attention.
Yeah. He's an attention seeker.
He's like, oh yeah, burn, baby, burn those hands. He's a freak.
Maybe not fajitas then, but you know what I mean. The guy who never remembers what he ordered.
Well, no, fajitas are on my mind.
Did you have that?
Oh yeah, remember what you ordered for sure.
Come on.
Come on, that's the least you could do.
Yeah.
You ordered it. You thought about it.
Did I think of that?
Is that someone who would that you're with a group of people?
Mm-hmm.
Is that someone that's with like somebody else that usually orders for them?
Oh, you think it's like
Like they're just relying
you
on.
need a caretaker type?
Yeah, or or they're just so
What did I have, honey? Is that my food?
right. What did you say I could not eat again?
I don't know, Gerald. Maybe next time you can order your own food.
Whoa. I'll have the tuna fish salad.
I don't like these people anymore.
I wouldn't hang out with them anymore. I just take them to buffets and let them get what they wanted.
Take who to buffets? Oh.
People can't remember what they ordered.
They
Got
can do
'em.
their own stuff. Hey, something happened at my work. Did I tell you? You know this. There's another
Your
Adam.
living room?
Yeah, there's another Adam Maxwell on my work.
That's freaky, dude.
I'm a clone. And
Whoa, but you have a middle initial in your emails now?
well, yeah, well, I used to, and then we switched orgs or companies or whatever, and now he has to have the middle initial. Keep that shit equal.
Right.
So anyway,
What is his? Yours is P, obviously.
Ted, I can't tell you what his middle initial is. That would
okay.
be a breach.
Breach.
Anyway, I've been getting an influx of messages for this guy recently.
His middle name is Breach.
and so like people just ping me, and they start talking about shit I've never heard of before, and it sounds very confusing. And then I have to be like, "Hey, sorry, Janine, but you're probably looking for the other guy." And then I put it in his email, and they always say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, thanks, whatever." But sometimes they just start talking about shit. Like one lady pinged me, she said, finally figured out what I was going to get Janice for Christmas.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh my God. You know, like, should I say? I kind of want to tell her I don't want to deal with her.
And so like, you see like the dots going like,
Yeah.
oh, God, it's something juicy.
But
A
also,
hot teddy.
I kind of want to know what Janice is getting for Christmas.
Do you know Janice at all?
No, hell no.
You
But you know what I mean?
You're such a...
I said, spill the tea, girl.
That's why we're the best podcast and get all the sources, because Adam's always getting the tea. Everybody's spilling the tea to Adam, and
Spill.
that's why TNA Nation loves us. Folks, that's going to do it for Ted and Adam Talk for an hour for this week, for this sode.
Aww.
I want to thank each and every loyal TNAer.
Thank you.
Not only is it Veterans Month, but it is the month of gratitude and thankfulness.
And nutting as
And
much as you
we want
want.
to make sure we thank and nut as much as possible this month. All right, folks.
Okay.
We'll be talking to you later on.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sweet dreams.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.